welcome everybody to the Water of Life Open. I am joined here by Lannister. Actually, surprisingly, we've got similar cards already. All right, we're back to it. I'm sorry, we've had like 4 or 5 restarts in this game, and we finally got there. Lannister's here with me. Say hi, Lannister.
Hey guys.
All right, just do a quick overview of who we have in here. We have HearOlexio, who played really well in the Golden Path International. Eric 5518, who got to the finals of the Golden Path International. 7 of 8 that entire tournament. Pretty amazing record, and we're really looking forward to see him play again. We have ELGRANDE in the red seat in 3rd position, and Cool J304 in green. So let's take a look at our cards. Sorry about my daughter in the background. We have Stitch Tour in the KyleOgre row. Should give us something to think about here. Yep, go ahead. This one probably lead to a research station early. We're going to have a Tessia in the 1st position, or 4th position. We also have a Face Dancer. Very, very strong card. I love this Face Dancer. The more I play with it, the better I think it gets. We've got some pretty good cards here in the Imperium row as well. Siege Reverend Mother. Could interest some people. Other Memory. Lots of Bene Gesserit cards. Truthsayer. We have a Firm Grip, which is awesome. Really, really powerful card to get early. Shai Hulud. We'll see if that comes into play. And then in the tech, we have Memo Quarters, Flagship, and Holo Projectors. And looks like we're going to see a Leto in 3rd position, and Ilban in 2nd position. Pretty scary position for Ilban. Ilban doing very well in the tournament right now.
This could be a problem for Leto, who's looking for that cheap Mentat. It's not going to come around to him too often, I'd say.
Yeah, it really sucks when Ilban is right in front of you, too. Yep. We'll see.
I'm surprised.
So some of the other cards that they had options are, there's a Leysa, a Viscount Hundro, there's a Princess Yuna, Romber, and Paul. I would love to see a 1st position Paul here, honestly. I think Paul is pretty good.
But I like Hundro the best in this spot.
I think Hundro is probably the strongest leader pound for pound, but you never know. Maybe people will disagree with me.
I love him too, baby. I mean, the 2 of my wins are up.
He's done well. This is interesting, though. I would really like to see a Paul, but I have a feeling they're going to see the HearOlexio going with Hundro. I know he's played him before, so.
Because like Hundro gives. Whoa, really?
Whoa, let's go for Romber. Whoa. We've
bold.
got a Romber.
Bold choice. I like it. A man after my own heart.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's get to it. We're going to reveal the first conflict first. They're jumping the gun. Skirmish with the shipping bump and the spice. Good 2nd place. Pretty bad 1st place.
Looks like he's trying to go for the early shipping access by going to negotiations next. That's going to be a little bit tough, though, because Tessia has a really bad hand and is likely going to go tech negotiations as their first move.
Yeah. We see a water for Ilban. This has become the new Ilban strategy, I've noticed. An early water. It's become a lot more consistent than some of the previous, like the shipping Ilban. I think this is the best way to do it nowadays. Interesting. I don't know. What do you think about that, Lanny?
I think he should have smuggled, honestly.
Yeah.
That early Swordmaster is just so vital. I mean, I even have to admit, in Immortality, it's really essential. I've even switched gears on that level. So, yeah, all shout out to Cheesable for popularizing that idea.
Yeah, but you didn't do that in your latest game, though.
Touch and go on that. I mean, if you can get early shipping access, then sure, but he's not going for sure early shipping access.
Yeah, fair.
I guess he's trying to go for a Stitch Horror, but he doesn't have a single experimentation in hand, so that's a little bit risky.
It's a bit awkward, yeah.
Yep.
So he's going to hit up. Wait, how is he doing that? Oh, because he got the negotiator. Yeah. Because it's a Romber negotiation.
Romber actually made it.
Romber did it. He did it.
That's a great start for HearOlexio.
Are you surprised that Tessia went to Imperial Basin first?
Very surprised. Very surprised. I like. He needs buy power, right? I mean, there's so many good cards out there in the row. Firm Grip would have been amazing for.
Yeah, agreed. Does look like Romper has a good position going into round 2 and the future. Some spice for Leto. He's going to need that. Who's going to spend it right away to get up with the guild? Most likely. Oh no, where did he go? Did he not trigger his ring? Is he still thinking about it? He did pass the turn. Uh-oh.
Who are we talking about? I didn't follow.
Leto. Leto did not do his ring. He's going to do it. They're going to let him do it.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
That is nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Some people would punish that pretty hard, to be honest.
Yep. Yep. That could be a problem. You got to remember your triggers, folks. Here's a reveal for 4. Yeah, that's... Whoa, I'm surprised. Are you surprised by the pickup of Truthsayer?
As well. Firm Grip would have been an obvious pick there. I mean, that's just auto bumps for days for you.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out...
Has Firm Grip lost its stock? God, Firm Grip goes to freaking Ilbon.
I mean, Firm Grip is weaker in Immortality, but it's still an amazing card. Like I used to put it S+, but it's probably like an A tier card now.
Yeah, I agree. Just a couple of liaisons, or just one liaison. Not interested in Shoutout Mapes, which I think is not a terrible card. It gives you access.
I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah, it's the last of the Fremen I'd want to take, pretty much.
Yep.
Cool J's going to pick up this Face Dancer, luckily, because of the experimentations. And we see a Gola to accompany this Stitch Tour, and, well, does that change the math in the room?
Well, it certainly does. Eric's going to get, I assume, Stitch Horror, just because doubling Firm Grip is going to be really expensive. Like, yeah. I don't think he can afford that. So it looks like Leto should, he's got 2 experimentations right in his hand. I mean, if he does his moves correctly, he might be able to pull it off by next round. He unfortunately doesn't have the water for this round, so he's going to miss that boat for this round.
That is a bummer. Finds his Firm Grip right away. Of course.
Going to get blocked at Wealth. That's the question. That would really hurt his game.
Yeah, might see it here. Tessia does like going to Wealth early and then shifting down, but I'm a little worried for this Tessia right now, actually. Being 4th position without any access cards round 1 is... it forces you to play both of them, really.
Yeah, I think that was unfortunately a pretty big miscalculation not going to tech negotiations last round. That will bite her in the butt.
We're going to see selective breeding, and are we trashing another thing? We are. We're going to trash the dagger and draw 2 cards. I found sometimes that if you trash the dagger a bit too early, it can kind of backfire because you just don't have a way to get your Swordmaster when you need to, or tech negotiation. So I've had that happen a couple times.
I agree with you on that level. It's also, you hurt your economy side of things if you go selective breeding real fast, because you lose out on the Solarian spice conversions and you give up good spots to other people as well. So I'm definitely in agreement with you on that level.
Eric's taking a look through ELGRANDE's deck.
I wonder if he's trying to high roll into something, or if he's eyeing something specific. Tessia.
I think is that KyleOgre, or is Cool J Kyle? I think Cool J is KyleOgre, right? Just for the record. And Flesher is ELGRANDE. I think that's right. Those are the players. So So it looks like it's on Ilban here, or no, it's not. It's on Leto, right? Leto to act. Probably gonna hit up Carthag here. I mean, this isn't a terrible conflict. If you win it, you get Swordmaster next round.
I don't see the early game value. I mean, just second or third place is sufficient.
Yeah. So probably just. Oh, he's in a ship. Okay. He sees the value in shipping. That's fine too. Just giving it up this round. And then what does Tessia do? Tessia has this really awkward Signet Ring and Diplomacy hand. And as this is round 2, you never want to see that. They've already drawn their ring twice, right? Yeah, that's pretty rough. Isn't it twice? Yeah, it was.
I'd probably go to still suits, honestly.
Yeah. They agree with you. Are we going to put any troops in? Just a 1?
Yep. Just the 1. You got to get that 2 Solari.
Got to get it.
So,
I think they passed the turn, though. Which is unfortunate. And now it's Romber to just mop up. Which is pretty good.
Romber is kicking butt.
Yeah.
He would have kicked more butt if he got the firm grip in his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, man, firm grip round 2. Shoosh, that's pretty good.
And no blockers.
Yeah. And Ilban's got a couple of things to think about. He's sitting on 5 persuasion. Looks like he's gonna ring. Gonna ring to get in on this, and oh, that's interesting. Finds advanced weaponry. Probably one of your favorite cards, right?
Come on, CJ, stop giving my secrets away.
The secret is that he always has it in hand. There's nothing. There's no getting around from it. 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row. 100% of the time. Oh, there's a Chom directorship has shown up. The Seat Rev Mother was picked up for Leto, and does that?
He's at 7.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he just can't get there. He's just 1 away.
Load up. Load up. You can go for a high roll. You don't need Shai Hulud. That's not your calling.
You could go to Shai Hulud, but that just seems so bad. I mean, it's
high roll for Jessica.
I think you'd high roll. Yeah. I mean, there's lots of good cards. There's lots of good cards you could pick. So getting Chom out of there is probably the smartest thing. Just get rid of it. Come on, cool Jake. Come on. Don't do it. Don't. Oh, wait. Sorry, everybody. Trying to mentally tell him to not do that, but it's probably he'll figure it out eventually. Oh, no, we won't. Okay. We're going to take Duncan Loyal Blade. Also a good card. So
this is where I disagree with that choice. Is it's a low buy power card. If he's truly aiming for Chom, he should be aiming for a 2 buy power card.
Yeah. There's no guarantee it's going to stick around. Someone just might blow it up anyway.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. You never know. Shoutout Mapes for Romber. I don't hate this actually, but then it pulls up Jameis right afterwards, which is a superior card.
Yep. Far superior.
Power superior. We see the Stitched Horror picked up by Eric, and that reveals a Tleilaxu Infiltrator. So we've seen 3 of the 4 strongest cards of the Tleilaxu deck. I would, in my opinion, a Guild Banker shows up. Wow, we are really going to see some shenanigans this game.
Can I just call it here for Eric?
Eric's deck looks good.
Deck. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to do that because we are impartial witnesses to this event. So, but I appreciate your candor. There's a Disguised Bureaucrat pickup for Romber and a Calculated Hire for for Ilbon. That's actually kind of funny because Ilbon doesn't like calculated hire.
Drew it again. He drew firm grip again.
True firm grip.
He's last to go. Let's see if they block it. Oh god, they gotta block it. Tessia, please do your job.
Tessia, do your job. Shipping, yep. I mean, this is gonna happen. And then Tessia could, yeah. I mean, they gotta get some wealth, right? They gotta go to 5. Something has to give here.
This is just too much value. Constantly going to Eric.
They might be tempted by the spice. Actually, there's some spice. 5 spice in the Great Flat. Although no one's really rushing, so they could probably take their time. That is interesting, though.
Yeah, this will be another 1-point play for Eric if this happens. And he's likely to win this combat too, given that he has
advanced weaponry. Yeah. Things are looking pretty good for Ilban.
Yep.
Who's looking second right now in terms of their strength? Romber looks pretty strong.
Romber looks pretty good. Romber is pretty set up.
I say like Leto is looking okay.
It's kind of sad that he's the first one to hit his sword master of all people. So I'm kind of happy for Romber.
That is strange. That doesn't happen very often. Yeah, Tessia's gonna need to pull some magic out here. I'd say if they can get this guild bankers and maybe like 1 or 2 other persuasion cards, then they'll probably be in better shape. Or this KyleOgre infiltrator might be tempting, though I think that just still goes down the wrong path. I don't know. It's such a hard decision to make if you're going to be going Spice Must Flow this early.
Like the infiltrator more than the Gola, just because it's so contested right now. You need to be able to access shipping as often as possible.
Yep, agreed. Okay, maybe Tessia's setting up for a late Hardy Warriors here instead. I could see that. Maybe this Face Dancer to Hardy after a Swordmaster. That's an option. I don't know if it's going to come back to them, though. Now, Leto has enough to do it. Just gave Leto the extra Solari to go Swordmaster, so that might be a problem. The still suits for Romber. I don't mind this. I mean, Romber's got to keep some water in the tank, basically.
I think at some point they're going to have to take a stand and say no to firm grip.
Oh, it's going to be so painful. Oh.
Personally, I think one of the 3, all 3 of them had the capability. One of them should have stepped in.
Yep. That's rough. That's rough. Here's a Swordmaster for Leto. The discount, of course, of 1 Solari. This is Leto's tradition. And now Tessie's a little bit out of luck. Is going to have to wait till next round. I mean, there still is that Hardy Warriors. That's a little rough, though. I mean, do you do that, or do you go Great Flat here? No, it looks like it's going to be Hardy Warriors. This is a tough call. Oh, you can't even get Great Flat, actually. Never mind. He doesn't have a card.
If he had bought anything else aside from Duncan Loyalblade, I would have chanced it on a High Council, to be honest.
Yeah.
That could have caught him the chom.
Okay, gonna draw a card. Going to trigger Snooper ability. Careful observation to discard a card. Most likely is he gonna discard a card? Maybe he won't here.
Did he draw his card yet?
No, he did not. There we go. Picks up a ring. That's unfortunate.
Oh,
that's like the worst possible thing you could have found. Yeah, twice in a row too. 2 rounds in a row, that is. All right. Romber still has... Oh, he's going to open reveal. Oh, he's going to reveal here with 1 left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Picks up KyleOgre, Infiltrator, and Guild Bankers. Holy moly. Just grab all the good cards, why don't you? Leave some for the rest of them, maybe. Eric says, no thank you. There is now a guild ambassador, and the other memory's still there. And from the tanks showed up. Yikes.
This is looking pretty grim for the whole table.
Might see a round 6 here, honestly. This is pretty scary.
What's Eric's draw pile at? I can't see.
Eric has 7 cards in his draw pile, 2 in his discard. So it's getting big. His deck's getting big.
Gets a Mentat. Not enough. Yeah, he might not see Firm Grip next round.
Yeah, he probably won't, but he might just end up using this calculated higher. You never know. Okay, and that is a Secrets. Picks up a Windfall. Not terrible for League Toe, but never what you really want to see. Really like to see some points. 5 Persuasion for Tessia is going to pick up probably this Guild Administrator, I would imagine. But that is just, it goes against what you've been doing. You might even just forego it. Okay. He wants to stay competitive. So Tessia here, trying to stay competitive with the combat. That makes sense with the previous buy. I still think it's a tough combo to set up. You really need to go concertedly to harvest lots of spice now. So we'll see.
I think it's a relatively big mistake. He's lacking a lot of access cards right now. I didn't keep full track, but I only count two so far on it.
Yeah.
So
well, three if you count Duncan.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What? Is it a tie down? Is it a tie down?
What's the point in that?
It's keeping him from getting a point, I guess.
But he's clearly not in the lead. There's no need to challenge him.
No, yeah, I don't know. Like it's the same result either way.
If it's Ilban, I'll step in, but
yeah. Here is 5. What's Romber gonna do?
He's gotta get that. Yeah, that's the one, baby.
A Guild Accord also shows up. Lots and lots of good cards here. You can see a pass from HearOlexio. A pass from Eric, of course, is not in it. And Cool J is going to take this combat. Well, no. Cool J and HearOlexio will tie. Taking a water and a spice. And we move on. And we're in Desert Power. Desert Power, this is one of my favorites. This one and the trashing one. I really like those two combats a lot. This one particularly is nice because sometimes you can get stuck without water, just like Leto and Ilban are, and they probably are going to want to win this one. Both of them.
Okay, so here's where the opportunity cost outweighs this greatly. Tessia is likely going to go and get the fold space, but I think Romber should grab spice twice this round. Okay.
So you're saying that just getting the spice is way more important now. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
He can also grab a flagship on his way, or even grab the invasion fleet to
with
take
his
the combat.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have any money, so.
Doesn't matter. The invasion fleet. I mean, the unblockable.
Right. Oh, right. The invasion fleet. I'm sorry. You're talking about invasion ships, not the flagship. I thought you were talking flagship. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing that unrelenting result thing again. Mixing and matching names. Oh God.
All right. We know what you mean. We know what you mean. It means invasion ships.
Yeah.
I agree that would be a good one here.
Yeah. So I think he should, on his first action, go to Imperial Basin, and that'll allow Tessia to grab either Haga Basin or Great Flat, and you just grab the remainder, and you still come out a big winner in that.
Tessia draws an experimentation.
Don't fall for the trap and just go shipping. You have shipping next, it doesn't matter.
That is a good point, because then you'll just be going up, and that's not super important. So I guess that's a good point. knowing when to go shipping. I still don't have that down myself. I sometimes just go shipping, and I feel like I miss my opportunity. So
Well, the beautiful thing about HearOlexio's situation is Tessia is desperate to get the access points hit
mhm.
to get their bonus going. So he may be able to dip all three of these because he's Tessia is short on action. So um, we may see the last spice spot left to HearOlexio as well. So
Yeah,
he'll hit 2 spots and he might even get the third.
yeah. Wow,
Yep.
it's interesting.
As Tessia, I might feel desperate for the access points. So let's see.
You think that Ilban's not going to immediately go to Imperial Basin, though? I mean, they probably will, right?
I would have went Imperial Basin first, to be honest.
Right, because yeah, the others are blocked. Yeah. Oh, okay,
Yep.
okay, that makes sense. I see
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
So ordering going to Imperial Basin first, blocking off Haga Basin and Great Flat from Leto and Ilban, and then Tessia passing on it, and then you getting all of them. Yeah, that seems right. Here is a flagship. He decides not to go your direction and gets the flagship instead. That's a point.
I
Costs
think
a
the
ton.
big mistake. No one's threatening to grab that. You don't need that point right away. There we go. There we go. Go get that one. Yes, that's the one.
He's flipping it. He's going to go invasion ships instead.
Good. Now maybe you should switch to the other one.
The
Nope.
other
Imperial
spice.
Basin.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get them to flip that over here in a second. See what comes up. It seems also fine. I don't think anyone's going to really challenge you. Maybe Ilban will. There we go. It's spy satellites. We've seen this a lot lately. Spy satellites keeps turning up.
But if I'm Tessia, I might aim for that given the desperate situation I'm in.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. Look at that. They're shipping for Ilban. He was just going to let it go anyway. Now, Leto is probably not going to let it go. The reason being he has his ring in his hand, so we're probably going to see a signet ring over to the Imperial Basin, or at least this experimentation to the Imperial Basin.
This could be a pretty interesting development. Leto has his 8 in hand.
Yeah.
Tessia has the potential to hit the 8 by going to Duncan with the research station. So
Yep.
we may see an early reveal.
Oh, but an early reveal with 3 agents. Oh, that's just sometimes so bad.
Yep. Well, I don't think he'll early reveal now, but if he sees Tessia go research station, he may just run for the hills.
You could also just atomics it. It's not that pressing. Everyone still has their atomics.
Okay, so Leto has given up on that.
Picks up the beetle bump, gets an intrigue, picks up another beetle bump. Probably just going to hold that one for now.
Now, is Tessia gonna do research station on this move with Duncan?
Yeah, it's such a like 50-50 play. Like people might let you go for it and say like sure, but probably not. They're probably going to atomics it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
But
just no skin off their back.
it's that or fold space.
Yeah.
But what good is fold space? You're 4 rotations behind. Like, but you acquired it this round. But next person to go in line is HearOlexio, then Eric, then Flesher. Like, there's no point.
Yep. You got to get in line. Could also just secrets. Isn't going to do that. It's going to ship.
Ooh.
That's interesting choice.
Romberg gets all the spice.
Yep.
Please get the spice. That's the most important thing.
He might be tempted to go. Well, Yeah, I think he's probably going to do this. I don't, his whole hand is yellow, so there's not a lot else he can do. I guess he could go still suits for some water for next time, but yeah, here we go.
Okay.
It's like, I don't think that goes there, but yeah, okay. Perfect. And he's going to go down for the beetle. Which was a slightly easier way to get that board on the screen, folks. I'm sorry about that. Mentat for Eric. Draws his Stitched Horror, which could cause some problems this round. Maybe not too many problems, but resources are nice. It, of course, gives you your choice of these wonderful buffet items.
I'm liking HearOlexio now. He has a lot of resources and unblockability.
Yep.
He's looking great.
Yeah, I think Romber is looking very good. Private Army here. Pick up for Lito, so he's not going to use it this round. He's not quite there, but he's going to threaten second place for this combat, which is fine. 3 troops, a little steep. Diversion pickup for Tessia. Things are not going well for Tessia right now. Although this diversion does combo well with the Duncan Loyal Blade. Make sure that they get their stuff.
I'm interested in seeing where Eric decides to go in his last action.
I wouldn't mind just a still suits just to restock on water.
Yeah. Not a whole lot I want to buy. I'd probably just do a double cut Stitch Horror or do a double water.
Yep.
Jameis Stitch Horror.
Yep, double call seems pretty strong. Yep. Other memories to pick up for Cool J. And here HearOlexio is going to reveal. And he's going to get Gola. Is Gola good? It is good. And it will be gotten. Contaminator is the reveal from the KyleOgre deck. I mean, these are great cards. Everyone's going to have to be a little bit careful, though. We've already got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards in HearOlexio's deck. 15 for Ilban.
13 is pretty solid. It's not bad.
Yeah, here's the double call.
When you hit that 15 mark, oh, God. I've had so many games where I'm 15 plus. I'm a fatty now, CJ.
Okay, cutting the dagger out of the deck. He's going to cut something else. Take a beetle.
And no water? Or another cut? I'd do a double cut.
Yeah, I think the double cut makes the most sense here. Yeah, getting rid of the reconnaissance is perfect since you already have the stitched. You don't need more city access.
And here Alexio's Eric's keeping that dagger so he can make full effect for his mentat. I understand that.
Yep. Lito's got 1 action left. Are they going to go into this combat? Are they going to... Can they throw down? They can't do anything, actually. They're kind of stuck.
Buy a tech mem quarters, but is there anything?
Yeah, I mean, he could get spy satellites if he really wants to. It's worth 3 points right now for him. That seems pretty miserable. Sometimes I wish I could just blow up the tech row.
I think I would rather not play it and just get the X-Guild compact or the Guild Accord.
He's just going to take a tech negotiator here. That's sensible. He's looking for a flagship. I don't know if he's going to get it in time, but he's looking for it. Everyone knows that HearOlexio now has this disguised bureaucrat in hand because he showed everybody thinking he was going to use it. So that's not much of a surprise.
Couldn't have used it anyway because he's not at level 1.
Yep, you're absolutely right. He is not at level 1. He is 2 from level 1.
But HearOlexio is going to get a flagship as well, so...
Yep.
He's next in order for shipping. He's level 2, unless he fails at getting one of his 6 triangle cards. That's not going to happen.
No, he needs two, right? He needs two.
Uh,
He's on the
so
second level.
he's on the
Second.
second level, so he's got access to Interstellar. So he just needs to go to Interstellar, and he will have priority shipping on the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll get flagship at one shot.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even have to get spice. He'll get Solari, and it's good enough to fuel his flagship.
Okay, Cool J passes. ELGRANDE passes.
Yeah, this is looking like Romber's house today.
It's pretty good. Romber gains a water. Gains a point.
Their only hope if he doesn't get that triangle.
Looks a little like a 2-horse race, this one. We'll see.
Yep. He got it. Oh my god, he hit his ambassador too. Oh my god, this is going to be terrible for the whole table.
It's pretty good.
Yep. Oh, this is so okay. So if he goes up, he has that flagship in hand. He doesn't have enough spice, but if he uses his second experimentation to go to Imperial Basin, he'll have 2 spice, but by using those 2 experimentation cards, it'll get him over the line, which will give him that 1 spice he needs to get his Guild Ambassador point.
It's kind of looking like that's what he's going to do here.
Flagship, do it. You can even do the Solari pick if you want to.
Oh, yeah, I think you do, right?
Yep.
So Romber doesn't have their Swordmaster. Earlier we said he did, but it was just the Mentat that turned into the agent. So it's a little hard to see that, but only person who has their Swordmaster is ELGRANDE.
If he grabs the spy satellites, I would think this is probably the biggest blunder, because Leto has next in line, and he'll be able to get easily the flagship.
Yeah. You got to take flagship here. It's very good. It's gone up in my estimation with Immortality as well. I think it was pretty good in Ix, but there's just a lot more ways to get spice, and the extra troops come in handy, man.
Yep. Now he gets the troops, gets the bump, gets the Solari.
Yeah.
Experimentation.
A rapid mobilization?
Oh, that's a
How
tier
about
3
that?
conflict for free.
Jeez. Are we going to see another Romber win? That would be pretty amazing. Still too far away, but it's looking good. There's a troop transports in the tech row, by the way, folks, and that's not terrible. Leto might really like that right now.
So what Romber should do is he should go Mentat with the Guild Ambassador, and he'll get a +1 Solari net gain and an alliance simultaneously.
Yep. If only he had Chair Dog.
Huh.
On Eric's hand, we have some pretty bonkers stuff.
Unblockable firm grip.
Unblockable firm grip. Yeah. That's amazing. Guild Bankers even. I bet he's trying to figure out if he has a way to get the 6 to buy another buy Spice Must Flow this round. I don't know that he does. Actually, he does have a path to doing that, doesn't he? He could firm grip actually to High Council. He sure could.
High Council.
Would that get him 2 for... I guess he'd have to draw. He'd still need a way to draw. So not quite. So he'd have 4. He needs to get one more bump with the Emperor somehow without doing it. I don't see a way for him to do that. It's a little interesting, though. Would this be the combat that he'll pull the trigger on advanced weaponry? It's not terrible, right?
It's not terrible, but it's difficult to come in on this because HearOlexio has a lot of ammo.
Yeah.
And you're in a spot where you can get more just by doing. It's because this combat win is just one bump. You can get that off of firm grip itself, 2 bumps. So I'd probably just go on ahead and do that too.
And
Firm
wait.
grip,
Yeah.
firm grip with the Stitch Horror, firm grip with the HearOlexio Infiltrator. I'd probably choose the Stitch Horror just because the beetle bumps are more valuable in this instance. And you get a water out of it, I would assume.
2 spice for Romber Vernius at the Imperial Basin. Looks like he's just setting up. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little different than playing this ambassador. Does he actually think that he has the alliance already? He doesn't.
Yeah, this is somewhat of a...
And he won't be able to reveal, he won't be able to get the bump from combat before using his administrator. So that doesn't really work. But here's going to be a KyleOgre infiltrating firm grip to Swordmaster.
Oh, brilliant.
That's pretty sick. He's going to draw an extra card. And he's going to spend and go up with... Not the Emperor. Can't be the Emperor. Anywhere else.
Brilliant move.
Yeah.
Next move. Let's see. There's not enough to get into this combat effectively. Probably going to be Guild Bankers with Stitch Horror. Cut a card or Beetle Bump in water, I assume.
Yep, makes sense. You could get blocked here.
They could.
There's a Truthsayer, but he probably won't care too much. He has lots of options. Stitch Tor is very flexible. Let's see, where is Eric on the track here? So Eric is at 2 from the spice. He could even do that. He could even graft the Stitched Horror to the experimentation, going to Haga Basin and pick up that extra spice in the point. So there's options there too.
I think Tessia is going to make a play for Research Station. It seems that that's one of your only lifelines. It doesn't matter if someone's going to blow the row or not. You have no chance right now. Everyone's too dominant at this point. You need to catch up somehow.
Yeah, and trying a Spice Must Flow point would be nice. So we'll see if she goes for that. Would also be able to shift up into the Spacing Guild. There's still 3 away, though? Or maybe it's up into the Benes? I don't know.
Yeah, the fact that he hasn't gotten his access to... Yeah.
Well, that's Haga Basin down. That's not going to happen for Elbon, but that's all right. I'm going to see some troops thrown in here for Tessia.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure what's going on here. Probably don't want to do this. I want to wait. Could just throw 1 in, you know.
Yeah.
I think throwing 1 in makes sense. Yep, that's what they're going to do. This is smart. I mean, he's got to make up a lot of ground. He's only got a diversion. Like Carthag is screaming, come visit me. I say reveal for Romber for a measly 2 persuasion, but that's okay. He doesn't care.
The freighter fleet.
Get the freighter fleet. Yeah. That's what we're going to see. That is. Freighter Fleet has been acquired by Romber. We also see a Holo Projectors up here that works very well with it. There's also an Ix Guild Compact that also works well with that combo, and a Guild Accord. So
Romber is really set up right now. If you take a look at the research track for Romber, he is currently one away from the bump up for a free bump, and also one free spot away from killing a card. So
yep.
That killer card function is going to come into play very well for the Freighter Fleet combo. So I'd look out for that.
And we will see in a round or two whether that comes to fruition. Probably will. Imagine that they'll be pretty sharp on this. Like seeing HearOlexio's Romber, it's looking pretty solid right now. Pardon me.
Eric's also looking pretty damn good himself.
Yeah.
Got 2 waters, beetle pump. And what else did he get? Oh, water. Other water.
Eric's waiting on this calculated higher. I don't hate this. It'd be nice to use it when you also had priority, so you didn't have to waste time going to Mentat, but you had other things you wanted to do. And that would definitely put a damper in Leto's plans. Illicit dealings for Leto is going to give him an extra bump, which will give him another point. Then he just missed out on the extra spice, which is a bummer.
Yep.
But he does have a couple of options here. A diplomacy, experimentation. Does he want to selective here? I think that makes a lot of sense. There might even be an argument for a conspire if you're looking for high council. So those two things maybe.
Yep, looks like he agrees with you.
Selective, trashing the dagger, gonna draw a couple cards. Again, this is one thing that you need to be careful with when you're playing Leto. If you want to go to those spaces that you get discounts at, you do need to keep some green in your hand. And he doesn't have that many, or in your deck rather. Here is
the whole table's been playing fast pace. They may all forget to bomb the row. They
might actually forget. There might be no atomics used this game. Machine culture is picked up for Tessia.
This is not good.
It's really not good. I mean, they might use it just to get this Spice Satellites, but it's a miserable card right now. I guess at least you kept it out of Romber's hands.
Yep. That's the one silver lining, I suppose. But yeah, it's not looking good for Tessia right now. Gets another action if he wants.
Yikes. Does he want it? He might just actually try to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 9 right now. I'd probably just like reveal here.
Yep, I would too. I've already hesitated too long. If I was him, I'd be like, okay, people are going to be suspicious of me. You need to reveal now. I'd bomb it as soon as it took longer than these few precious seconds.
Oh no.
Yep. That's gonna be. He's gonna draw his ring, and then.
Oh no! It's even worse. He drew the Smuggler's Scepter. I mean, he's gonna get some spice from this, so that's not the worst thing in the world, but it is pretty bad because you really want to use that.
He's telling him to bomb it.
Yep, of course. HearOlexio is. It's like bomb it. Don't let him get.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
That's table talk. Let's see if Cool J cares.
If Red had decisively made his move to Arakeen without hesitation, he would have been fine. But he took too long. That is actually.
Oh, he's going to.
Yep.
Oh my God. That's awful for Cool J. What we see is a bunch of 5s, an embedded agent, a Liet Kynes, an Esmar Tuek, and we have a Gunthopter and a Bene Gesserit. Might as well take the Gunthopter since he seems to be going for a lot of combat. I don't know, man. But the Bene Gesserit initiate's fine. None of these are good for Tessia. None of these are good.
Take the Gunthopter.
I would take the Gunthopter too at this point. You're kind of banking on one big combat, and it's almost like you need to hope an artillery shows up.
Still praying for a Weissman's flow or something?
Oh.
Yeah. I'd say that's one of the major things that people need to be cognizant about is if you break the flow of the game, people will start to suspect you, and that is a very important thing.
Yeah, it's not the worst. He still gets a Spice Must Flow from this.
Yeah, but it could have accelerated a lot of his stuff. He would have challenged 3 alliances simultaneously.
Yep.
That's
he's not going to. He's going for Liette.
That's another big loss for him.
Okay.
I don't see it going that long.
I don't either. I think the game is going to be 2 more rounds, maybe. But we'll see if he can get a point or 2 out of Liette. Maybe he can get 2. He does have this Siege Reverend Mother, which works very well with Liette. So, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's set up enough with enough Fremen. So, well, I'm giving ELGRANDE the benefit of the doubt there. That might be the right play. We'll see. Players are passing, and Alexio is going to win this one with a favored subject and a dispatch and envoy. Pretty good stuff. Is going to probably get something stolen, however. Grand Conspiracy to pick up for Ilban. That's still hard to do. That's still a hard one to do, even in Immortality, but I really like it. Hopefully, we'll see some shift towards Dreadnoughts. Next combat. Machinations. And this is one that Tessia 100% wants to win, but unfortunately does not draw a whole lot of combat cards. We'll see if they have a way. They have absolutely no way to get Spice. How is this going to work? Here's Calculated Hire. This is a great time for Ilban to do that because he has other things he wants to do, like shipping.
Yep.
Makes sense. And Leto is going to... Oh, he hit his Smuggler Slapter again? Did he have 2 of them?
No, just 1.
Wow. That's pretty lucky. It's pretty good. So Leto's going to probably be able to buy a Spice Must Flow this round then.
Now, Leto needs to recall that Romber has the Guild Ambassador, so he needs to do a little bit of chasing because Romber's up in front and in a big way, combat-wise. And in terms of passive VPs, he's got to stop him. I would start chasing Spacing Guild. He's got to do it.
I'm not sure this Memo Quarters is actually going to ever happen, though. That's one downside of being Romber is you can't really chase all the combat or all of the factions. It's a little tough. We'll see.
Goes up Benny is a mistake.
Why is Benny a mistake?
Because if he doesn't go up to the Spacing Guild and chase after Romber, Romber's going to get passive points and combat points, and it's basically over in the next 2 rounds, as you said.
That is definitely a problem.
Yep.
They are close in points right now, Leto and Romber, so you might be thinking like, yeah, I can just kind of outpace him, but we'll see.
It's important to know the potential of the opponent as well. His combat potential is far superior, and he's got a lot more intrigues, and his card quality overall is slightly better, and he's unblockable on top of that.
He's sometimes unblockable. Right.
Well, he's unblockable at the most important spot.
Right. Once per round. And that's a very good pickup for Leto. Wow. Okay, so we see a Siege Reverend Mother, Contaminator, Convincing. So, really quite amazing. That's a Spice Must Flow.
And 2 bumps if he wins this combat, yeah.
Can't count Leto out yet. Okay, here's a Mnemonic Film for Tessia. Tessia is really going hard on these techs because they need to catch up. They want to get this point with machine culture. So very smart. That makes sense. The techs are cooperating a little bit. The holo projectors is not too expensive. So they're turning this turn. They're making this turn work for them a little bit. I like the Dreadnought pickup as well. For Romber, where it looks like he's going to dispatch. And what is he going to dispatch with? That's the question.
Feel like it's a hardy warrior play.
Hardy with a dagger?
Hardy with a
No.
dagger, and you can stuff in 3 troops as well.
Oh, looks like a convincing. He's not buying any Spice Must Flows. He's not kidding himself. He's going to go convincing argument to Hardy Warriors, looks like.
The problem I have
Oh, no.
the problem I have with that decision is he's making sure he can't afford Esmar Tuick, and Esmar Tuick would fuel his guild ambassador
Yeah.
win even harder, since, as you say, he's not going to be able to do it.
There's also something to note here that maybe his plan is actually to get his Swordmaster this round. He is the last person to get Swordmaster. It's not a terrible time to do it. I know that you're a big proponent of the round 6 Swordmaster with Romber. And
Yep.
maybe he's taking a page out of the book of Lannister. Here is Signet Ring. That's a Holtzman engine for Leto. That's a big game. Will he be able to buy 2 Spice Must Flows in 1 round? That's still to be determined. But we might see a research station this round too from Leto. He's going to chase here. Where's he chasing? Is he going to chase it spacing? No, he's chasing it Emperor. Ooh. You know, I wonder if Eric has, having performed so well in the Water of Life, the Water of Life, the Golden Path International, that he may have a target on his back a little bit.
No, that may have been the case. That was a bit of a fumble there.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if he gets both of these alliances, he might be able to keep pace with Romber. Romber still has to find another way to get points. He's going to have to make some points with these round 3 or level 3 conflicts.
Going to earn a lot of points. He's going to get 2 bumps in this combat. 3rd for going to Hardy Warriors, assuming the Hardy Warriors is not taken. It's not.
Yep.
So he's in perfect shape, and he's got that Emperor bump. So that's 4 bumps after including what he has in hand. So you can basically count that as him being at 8 points.
It is a Swordmaster. Makes a lot of sense. I don't know if I 100% agree with this, though. I think it's fine. But you could always use the flagship ability to throw some troops in, and that's not a bad play either.
Yep, I think that you're right. I would have not, in this situation, gone Swordmaster. I would have preferred to get the troops in twice in a row, especially since Tier 3 is coming up.
Yep.
This was a big mistake, I feel. Because now he's not guaranteed to win the next combat. Barely, I don't even know if he's going to win this combat, given how much Eric has in his back pocket.
Yes, indeed. There's a Vicious Talents here as well, which is not turned on yet, but it will possibly be. Well, maybe it won't be turned on this round.
Eric can put in 6 in total by using Jameis, so 4 from Hardy Warriors, 2 from what he has in stock.
And then 6 extra daggers, yep.
Yep, he's definitely got this combat. This was a big blunder by Romber. It's going to bite him in the butt, because that's 3 bumps he missed out on.
Here's Hardy Warriors. That is gonna hurt Tessia, who really, really wanted to go Hardy Warriors this round.
This is going to be painful. Leto's going to lose. If Eric makes the dive in, he's going to lose. And that's going to be 6 troops for 1 water and 2 Solari.
Well, Eric can't dive in. Oh, yeah, he can. He has Jameis. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, he has an Ace in the Hole and Jameis, which is an infiltrate card. So, yeah.
I would definitely do it if I was Eric. See the blood in the water? There's no more Solari from Romber. This is the perfect time for it.
Yep. It's like action is on Tessia, so we'll see what they do here.
And it's especially vital because he has Grand Conspiracy, so he needs to offload some of that since his turn is going to be last turn, so he could lose some combat cards. from Secret Steel, so
Sure
I
could.
commit.
Sure could. There's an Ixian probe. I still think you fire off this know their ways, right? Yeah.
Yep.
You were hoping to steal the alliance, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Do you throw anything on? Sorry, go ahead.
No, there's no point. You know it's over.
Mm-hmm.
You have no chance even against red.
Here's the infiltrate. And that is going to be to a Hardy Warriors, I'm assuming. Oh no, it's not. To shipping.
That's fine. I mean, he already gave up this combat, so it makes sense.
That makes sense.
But I felt he should have kept that. Solari, he would have won this combat hands down. Now Eric gets free. Well, I wouldn't say for free, but
it'll cost him, but it's pretty strong.
And then Eric's gonna get 2 alliances off of this, 1 Fremen, 1 spacing, or 1 Imperial.
Party at Hardy.
Sorry, CJ, I need a few minutes. I'll be right back.
No problem. Spice must flow for Leto. Of course, we saw this happening. He's going to get some consolatory spice here. And does he want to buy anything else? Probably not. He's just going to use these specimens for beetle bumps for the rest of the game, I'd imagine. Which you could do right now. You can just save them. There's no reason to push it. And actions on Tessie to reveal. We're going to reveal for 3. I don't think you buy anything at this point. I mean, your deck is pretty set. Maybe if you had a way to put cards on top of your deck, you might do that, but probably not here. And then Romber's just going to probably pass, probably reveal for 1, do nothing here. So yeah, looking like Eric is going to take this one down. Not going to have to play too much stuff. Can I cash in for Beetle? Yeah, okay. So they're letting ELGRANDE do the cash in now. He didn't have to do this now. He could do it next round. I don't think the game is going to end this round. So no big deal. 1 persuasion for Romber, and of course, nothing to buy. Now Ilban, just going to reveal for the 4. Is going to pick up a Bene Gesserit Initiate. That's interesting. I do really like this card with Ilban. Plays his ambush. I think this is safe. He's going to save the Vicious Talents for when it's actually on, when it becomes an ambush, and potentially some more. If he was worried about red with combat card. Red is 1 spice short of actually using this private army, but we all know that this Vicious Talents could be unleashed anyway, so it isn't really much of a contest. We shall see. Eric win this combat, go up to 6 points. That puts... Sorry, 7 points. That puts him ahead by 1, ahead of Leto by 1. Romber by 2, and trailing back is Tessia. Poor Tessia. This has not been a good game for Tessia, and I hope Cool J is feeling okay after this. He might not be super happy. It's been a bit of unlucky draws here, and this is not a great draw either, but at least he's got his ring. It is now Economic Supremacy, everyone's favorite level 3. I say sarcastically, though I think I really do like this combat. It is one of my favorites. I think it does weird things to the game. This might be the last round. Immediate research station. Research station for Leto finds no more Fremen, but and everyone should suspect that Liet is in hand. Currently sitting at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 persuasion. We'll see if he'll be able to find any more. He needs to get to 18 for 2 spice must flows. Just going to go get some spice as Tessia. Tessia is going to want to try to, and I'm not sure. They don't have a lot going on with that, but this is probably going to be Spy Satellites. Spy Satellites for 1-2 points. Not too shabby. Might try to Ixion Probe some of these cards to find better access, because right now this access is pretty abysmal. Interestingly enough, we have a Gola Signet Ring combo, which could double buy stuff, but he doesn't have enough spice for that. Interesting. So Romber's going to be sandbagging this favored subject until the very last minute, looks like. Are we going to see a Gola ring? Are we going to see a Gola experimentation? The Gola experimentation is pretty cool. It gives him a bump.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Well, there's a lot of persuasion. There's 16 persuasion in Leto's hand. No one has High Council yet. Tessia went smuggler. Sorry, Tessia went to Greyflat for some spice. Too many S words in this game, I feel. And Romber is sitting on a Gola ring potential combo, so that'd be kind of neat. He could go up to 5 spice, and what could he buy? He could buy one thing.
This is a dangerous spot for the whole table here. Ilba has so much potential on blockability, on research station, or I'd say
this is probably correct here.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a Spy Satellites for Romber. It's 2 points, although maybe not. Oh, that's a detonation device is there.
It makes sense. If he gets the Solari, it allows him to buy that tech and fight in this combat too.
That's a really good pickup. Yeah, agreed. So then where does he go? BG probably goes Bene Gesserit here. He needs that point. And he's going to research twice, which is going to give him another bump, which is a point.
I'd actually say it's probably better just go Benny, yeah.
Interesting. I think Benny makes sense since you're holding the extra favored subject in hand, so you can get. Oh no, he's gonna.
Wait, did he get his beetle his research track bump yet?
He did, and according to this, he went up on the Spacing Guild. I don't know about that. He's really worried. I don't know if I would be super worried about that.
Yeah.
We haven't seen very many track manipulation cards, and he has one of them. So I think that's a. I mean, it's hard to say right now. I mean, oh, interesting. Okay, he's gonna go up. He's going to get a spice. He's going to. He got a quid pro quo. These are great cards. And there's a Truthsayer. Wait, what is he getting the card draw from? Oh, from the... Yeah. Oh, I see. He's trashing Disguised Bureaucrat. He's not getting this... I'm so sorry. He's trashing Disguised Bureaucrat for a card draw and another intrigue. So I know if you were at home watching this going, of course he's doing that. Yeah. It's a little small for me. These tiny boards.
Eric just needs to go up the Bennies.
Oof, yeah. He's got options.
Yep. Because now all he needs to do is use the Bene Gesserit sister with the unblockable Talaxu infiltrator into research station, and he'll get another bump, and he'll probably draw firm grip. Or conversely, he can grab the Mentat and draw a bunch of cards. I'd probably draw a bunch of cards first.
Oof. I'd probably infiltrate with the BG Initiate, to research station. Is that what you're thinking?
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
That's a lot of cards.
Yeah, Mentat first though.
Mentat first though. Yep. So do you keep? Oh, then do you even bother with? So you ring to Mentat. Yeah, ring to Mentat and then infiltrate. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Because he's guaranteed money because he tossed out both daggers, so
Yep.
he's he's in the money no matter what. And then if yeah, I don't see anything else. It's just research station. He gets another bump or another beetle bump. I mean,
It doesn't look like El Grande is going to be going for Lito's going to be going for a double buy this round. So, I mean, I think that's fine. Oh, Tessia blocking the Mentat. Oh, picks up a Fremen camp. Was looking for a way to access the factions very, very desperately. Probably is gonna have to fire up the Xixian probe, all said and done, and just hope and pray that that's enough.
If Eric doesn't win right here, this was the play that saved it.
Yep. This could be the play. The Tessia came back. We are still waiting for that spy satellites buy, though. Tessia never wants to do that. That's kind of a no Tessia play. It always feels bad. Romer's got 2 actions left. One access card with the Truthsayer. The Truthsayer is a very good one, which can get them their point. So that's good. So they're sitting at 2 extra points. Say again?
How much persuasion does Leto have right now?
I think, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. 15 persuasion.
Could he go to...
I think he's running out of spaces to go. But he doesn't need that much persuasion. He could play one of these Arrakis liaisons. Oh, there's the freighter fleet. That's going to be nice.
Yep.
Would have liked to use the Truthsayer for that, but that's cool too.
Yeah, I agree with this.
Wow. Big play here. That's 4 extra persuasion. That's a spice must flow. That puts Eric at 8 points.
Now he just needs to dive and hope firm grip is amongst one of the cards. How many cards is he getting? 1, 2, 3, 4?
4. And he gets an extra bump from the research?
Yep.
Man. Must be nice.
Oh.
Poison Supers pick up for Leto. Not too great, but he'll draw a card anyway.
Be another...
Ooh, it's a diplomacy. Ooh, that's awkward. Yeah, trash that. Trash that card. You don't need it. Oh, actually, he's got more persuasion. So he's got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think he has 14 now. Am I wrong?
Let's see, 3 Arrakis. 3 Fremen, so 6, 7, 8, 9,
14.
10.
Yeah.
14. That's it.
Yeah.
That does get his Holtzman going, so he'll be at 9 points effectively at the end of this round.
It's not too shabby. All right, here's Tessia's big gambit. And they're going to try to Ixian probe into Highliner, looks like. Here is nothing great. They would have loved to be on the second rung. Yeah, to cash out. You're saying he should cash out. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think he wants to cash out here.
Absolutely should cash out. What are you doing, buddy?
This could be the last round if... Well, probably won't, but it could be.
Pretty hopeful.
Is awkwardly 1 spice away from hitting Highliner and having enough to pay for a second point.
So I think the 2 mistakes I see from HearOlexio was the the Swordmaster by, and the second being the trash effect instead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he exchanged his intrigue, which is a decent intrigue, quid pro quo, but he doesn't have a lot of access cards to begin with, so he's not going to benefit greatly from it. Being able to trash that freighter fleet at the opportune moment would have been amazing for him,
Yeah.
especially since he's unblockable.
HearOlexio is also sitting at potentially 3 extra points, which is interesting. So one with the Emperor, one with the Bene Gesserit, maybe, and one with the Tleilaxu. So they could be at as much as 8 points at the end of this round. And if they manage to win combat somehow, which I don't think is going to happen, but you never know, they could be closer to 10 than we think. They are going in. Throw the Dreadnought in. Is it worth it to throw anything else? I don't think so.
It is, because he has his flagship that he hasn't activated.
Oh, he has his... Yeah, you're right. He has his flagship. He can just get 3 more guys. Yeah, that's true. See, this is why I have you here. Help me not suck at telling everyone what's going on. I always forget about that.
I'm just a combat junkie. That's all. Like, you start talking about Spice Must Flows and stuff, I'll be like...
Yeah, you tune out. You're like, sure, buddy.
I'm like, go get Drazo for that.
I think you throw everything in.
Yeah, you don't cheap out.
Well, he is holding this rapid, so... But I think you want to hold that for the next round.
Or maybe he's just thinking that he doesn't mind if...
Oh, yeah, maybe he's just like, I don't really want first place. Second is good enough. I think I'd throw one more in just to be, like, as close as possible. Let green take the points. I think that seems reasonable. No, never mind. Never mind.
I wouldn't really care if he got his points or not. He's not in this at all, to be honest.
Yeah, he has the detonation devices, which is probably why he wants to win it, though.
Wait, is he not going to use the Tleilaxu Infiltrator?
It doesn't look like it.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 6 anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah. He's got 7 persuasion.
But he could have had 2 Spice Must Flow. He has a firm grip that's online.
He could have, yeah. That might have been a mistake here. Interesting. Now, it's worth noting that this vicious talent is now worth 4 swords. I don't know if that's going to matter ultimately. It does look like Tessia could throw some more troops in, but we could always see this rapid play just for, just to get the points. 2 points is 2 points. Romber would love to have some more stuff for this, some more resources, but isn't going to have it. This is a single, and we've already done the math here. It's a 14, but,
So he should get his Chani as well, so he can get the water back.
Yep. It's also not so bad to dilute your deck at the very end of the game, because you don't really want to draw those Spice Must Flows anyway. It's not that bad. I mean...
Plus, it's a Fremen, so...
Oh, he's bombing the row.
What?
Huh. Well, that's interesting. Do you get planned coupling? Do you bother with anything else? The voice? Do you... None of these are Fremen.
But not get a single card just because at the end of this you don't want to reveal like Lady Jessica, for example.
True.
Or, Ixian Engineer.
Ixian Engineer would be a huge game for Romber.
Especially if it's 2 back-to-back Ixians.
Yeah, we've never seen that happen.
Yep.
Wow. I'm actually kind of surprised that this is the line they're taking. I guess they don't really want this combat. I guess they're fine with 1 point anyway.
I think he probably sees that his situation is pretty hopeless in this.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you're at 2 points. You really somehow have not been able to generate. We've all been there, especially with immortality. I feel like it's much easier to get sidetracked with things that you want to do.
He's so mad at himself right now.
Yeah, probably.
He revealed the one thing that he needed.
Yeah. Seriously.
Actually,
Oof.
wait, why did he get spy satellites? I don't get it.
I think he's still, yeah, I don't know. Because if he gets all of the alliances, you might as well just cash in for some money. Or for some points. I don't know. 1, 2, 2 persuasion for Romber. Romber does not need to buy anything, which is a blessing here. You don't want to over bloat your deck. You don't be like Lannister. And then we're gonna. Oh, there's that's way too late. The KyleOgre Master has shown up. I'm not even sure we've seen this card in the tournament all that much.
Not there for Ilban, because if Ilban had bought that instead of that Spice Must Flow, it may have come back to bite them in the butt, because he's almost at the end of that line. So
Yeah,
he's just fortunate that he drew into his guild bankers this round. Next round is going to be huge for Romber.
Yep.
Romber's going to get his, assuming he gets the 3 spice, his guild ambassador point as well. So he should be at 8 points himself. And he has a lot of potential for bumps because he's unblockable. And he's at level 1, so he can get that bump for free. So let's see. Romber gets 1 point for combat.
Pass.
Gets 1 point for guild ambassador.
Pass. Well, now you know Cool J does not have any combat cards too, because they probably might have played it here for the 2 points. Might have, I guess, but
Romber's sitting at 9 points at the end of this. Oh, 10 points at the start of the next round. Romber's going to have 1 point for the Imperial that he's going to freely get bumped up.
Yep.
He's going to have the Benny point completed from chipping. He's going to get the combat, I assume.
It is Imperial Basin. No one owns Imperial Basin. Oops. All right, I did not get ostracized from TTS Club from doing this, or from my own channel. Did not mean to grab that that card.
He drew pretty poorly here.
Romber?
Yep.
He doesn't have shipping access.
Yep. He actually might need to go Mentat.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's gonna hurt Ilban. Ilban is sitting on his firm grip, so yeah, and is kind of ready to go with this research station.
Yep. Got to make that move for a research station. Hope to God it's guild bankers in there.
Yep.
But he should.
Oh, I think Green is setting up to take a spy satellites here. So Tessia does look like they went down. I think they've basically given up on friendships, and they're just going to take them with spice. Take them by force. That gives them 3, puts them up to 5. Is now going to Ixion Probe. You know, I am rooting for Tessia, even though I think that they're having a rough game. Like, you got to give some props. They're still playing. It's not a bad start. It's not exactly what you wanted to see. But it does give you shipping access, which is pretty good, I hear. Wait, where'd the other troop go? Huh?
Because Interstellar is only.
Oh, he doesn't have Interstellar anymore.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay. Point. Extra bump. We're going to see Machine Culture pick up this Spy Satellites. He's got to get a little... He's getting a little nervous here. Or maybe he just doesn't care and goes for Shuttle Fleet. Shuttle Fleet gets him one step closer to an alliance. One step closer... Or gets him, actually, the last bump he needs with the Emperor. That's not terrible. He's not going to be taking that alliance, though, so I'm not sure. It's tough.
Very interesting seeing what Romber does after the Mentat. He needs.
It's not going to help. It's not super helpful. Yep. Here's a very expected research station. Find some help. What do you think about this hand?
I actually think Romber has a decent chance right now because he can use Gola to get 4 spice.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yep.
Let's see if he's going to go that route. Action is on red on ELGRANDE. Setting here, having a little think, deciding whether he's going to be jumping into combat. He needs to get some spice first. So probably going to use this Smuggler Slopter. Can he get anything? He can go to 4.
It's interesting thing to note that he has an Allied Armada in hand that's active, but there could be a play coming up that might just screw him up there because Tessia has the potential to take that from him if he also goes with the flagship steel, flagship steel with his machine culture.
There's an economic positioning, which is going to reward him with a point if he gets an extra 10 or at the end of the game. Has 10 at the end of the game. It's pretty good. Pretty good. We might see a trip to wealth then. Tessia now has to contemplate their life and decides to go to Highliner, which makes a lot of sense. This is one of the last points they needed for the basic shenanigans here. 2 points here would put them up to 6. Not quite to 1 more point with the machine culture, but they're kind of close-ish. Could this game end this round? It looks like it might end this round, even if Tessia wins it.
Only Ilvan has that potential right now, I feel.
Yeah. There's like a potential, an outside chance.
The thing with Romber was he had a lot of
was.
potential before the start of the round, but his hand was just so trash.
Yeah. I think there's a chance that Leto could win this combat. This round.
To be true. Yeah, it's gonna get that spice. Get your spy satellites, maybe? Oh, he's going for 4 spice there.
Okay. Does that help? It kind of does. That's a great invasion ships card.
Okay, he's still unblockable. Yeah, that definitely helps.
I guess the question is, do you use it to ship, or do you use it to, well, interstellar shipping? Eric has tipped his hand. He's going all in. This is the last round. He says, I want to win it now. He might not have the extra points in hand exactly. He might have, what, just one extra point? Yeah, he has one extra point from the Grand Conspiracy, which might be enough, especially if he wins this. And now Lito's got to make a couple of decisions here. They've got the extra point. They have one more action. Are we going for a Spice Must Flow? Or are we going and doing something else? Like trying to keep our alliance from going away. Like there's lots of options here. It's me shipping. That's also a little bit strange.
So here's the line of play I see. He chucks the convincing argument to use the freighter fleet.
Okay.
Freighter fleet.
Do you mean the invasion ships?
Yeah. Yeah. The freighter fleet, as in, he uses freighter fleet to go to interstellar shipping. Romber.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So he cashes out, gets Solari, and then he goes up the Imperial Emperor. Or, yeah, Emperor.
Yep.
And then his next move is he can go Conspire. It's the Conspire play, so that's 2 bumps he gets. 1 bump from Stellar, 1 bump from that. Use the Emperor bump for the 3rd bump, and then cashes out all of his troops with the flagship. And then rapidly mobilizes, and he should win the fight from there. If he sees that line of play, he should win.
That's a pretty good line. He will have 10 points at the end of that. Possibly even... Well, he will have 10 points to do that. He has to do everything in the Emperor, though, right? He can't go take an extra point in BG. That's tricky. Here we go.
Yep.
He's seeing it. Invasion ships discarding convincing argument. Playing freighter fleet, not the other way around, instead of discarding the freighter fleet because he needs the shipping access. 2 troops. A bump. Is he going to take it with Emperor or BG? This is a big question. I think if he goes directly for Emperor, it's going to be all Emperor. Oh, he's deciding BG. I think he's thinking that if Green wins this, there's going to be another round.
You go all in. Yep.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Oh, he can get the spice. He can get the spice because Conspire will get him the Solari he needs anyway. So yeah, he can get
That's
the spice.
true. Yep.
Get the spice, dude. No one
He
else.
could quid pro quo then.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So that next bump would that get him the alliance?
It brings him within striking range, but
no, it's just 2, right? Yeah, it's not quite there.
No.
That's funny.
I take the spice anyway because you don't know what kind of intrigue card you're gonna get, and if you get 3 bumps from Conspire.
Wait, here's another option. So he could take. So yeah, he could take the spice here. Take the spice. He could actually go. Freighter fleet. I think that does everything.
What do you mean by that?
So if he goes tech negotiation, buys freighter fleet for the 2 extra spice. I think he didn't take the spice, so it didn't matter.
Right.
But if he had taken the spice, he could have gone to freighter fleet, gotten the bump with Emperor, gotten the bump with the Bene Gesserit, played the favored subject. Would that have gotten him there? Yeah, it would have gotten him the troops. He could have rapid mobilized. Yeah, he could have done all of that. He would have had 2 extra points plus the combat.
See, he gets 2, and then 3.
Although he wouldn't be able to get the Conspire troops. I guess that's 2 fewer troops, so that there's that. So maybe he doesn't win it.
That's a little too risky.
Yeah. Too much of a CJ play.
Can dump them all in.
Here we go.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay, now he's not beatable at all.
Yeah. It's Green's combat.
Literally everything but 2 troops.
And I'll be happy he didn't do that. So he can still conspire. I'm not sure he's going to, though.
He's probably just gonna go Benny Gesserit.
Yeah, I think he's in a Bene. Yeah, for sure. Save the favored subject.
You should probably just go secrets. There's no point in selective breeding because you're not gonna buy a Spasmus Flow or anything.
Yeah. Does he have any other access cards besides the diplomacy, and what else does he have?
He has name. That's about it.
The Fremen card, the Fremen. What do you call it? Shutout Mapes. Does he have Shutout Mapes?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, that's just our spectator. Our spectator has left.
Huh.
Actually, the game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is going to end this round. Actually, Eric is going to trigger the end game. Missed that. When he drew, he actually has his firm grip, so he's got 9 persuasion in hand.
The point.
Yep. Puts him in 9.
Why not just go secrets? You're not gonna get. I don't understand what you're hoping for. This is a big misplay.
Oof. Yeah, it's going to be rough because he's going to see the reveal and realize he can't rapid mobilize anymore or favored subject. He might as well favored subject now. Yep, and that is a Spice Must Flow. Will Eric win it at 10 points? It looks like it's possible. Oh no. But wait, Romber has a point in hand. Wait. Romber could still get wait, can he get second place? He's got rapid mobilization, favored subject, quid pro quo. He could get the memo quarters online. He could also pay for yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
But the problem here is Eric also has his Grand Conspiracy online as well.
That's true. 11 points. Well, he's got to do it. He's got to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So pay for everything.
I think Eric's got everything fulfilled. He's got the 2 Dreadnoughts. He's got the High Council. He's got the Spice Must Flow. 2 tracks up at 4. Yeah, he's at 12.
Yeah, you quid pro quo and you favored subject, right?
See, this is why Secrets was the better play, because there's a chance that he could have stolen Red's alliance.
You play quid pro quo, you turn on your memo quarters, right?
Yep.
So you might as well do it. Here comes everything.
That's right.
It's not going to stand. We're going to see Eric play his vicious talents and beat him by 1 sword.
Not like it mattered, because he's not anywhere near 12.
No. Oh, he has both. He has both pieces of Grand Conspiracy. So he's got 2 points. Yep, that's it. It's a 3. What are you thinking? There's nothing there. Nothing there.
Three. Maybe he was hoping for what do you call it? No, spiritual fervor doesn't do anything for him either.
It actually does. It gets him a point.
For
for
red?
Romber. For Romber.
Yeah,
Yeah. Passing. No. Right. Good game. Eric is going to get 12. That's going to put an end to this shenanigans. Leto is going to pick up second with an extra point at 10 points and 8 Solari, 8 spice. And yep. And HearOlexio will be third place with Romber, with a very good Romber, I'd have to say, very very well played, at 10 points and 3 spice, and Tessia at 6 points.
I have to say Leto did a pretty impressive job too. I definitely didn't see them as second place in this running.
Oh, he had an endgame card and
Holtzman.
And the Holtzman. So yep, and the Holtzman. So he's actually at 11. Pardon me, ELGRANDE as 11. Did not mean to discount. There it is. That's what he was looking for. Liet played very well, very very well. Looking for his high powered cards, buying well, bought lots of Fremen. Let's go talk to the folks and see how they're doing. Howdy, howdy.
How's it going?
Great.
Good game to everyone. It's
great job, guys.
Yep, absolutely. You know, there's a lot of really solid plays in here. And our heart goes out to you, Cool Jade. That was a rough game, man. That was a rough game.
There was a few bad hands.
A few? Yeah, there were a few bad hands in there.
Oh no.
The first hand was so brutal. The second hand is like, yeah, you get everything, and that's just the worst feeling.
Actually, HearOlexio, I was very impressed as well with your final play. You saw the play with the rapid mobilization and the unblockable play. It was unfortunate that his Duncan Idaho showed
Yes.
showed up, or else you would have
Yeah.
had it for sure. That was a great play. You had it up until that moment.
Did my best there. Couldn't get enough resources at the end to, like, if I'd been able to deploy like Dreadnought or two here, that's big. But this 20 swing, cannot beat that. That was huge.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I was seeing the same lines as you. I was like, yeah, this is what I would do, but there's not a whole lot you can do with like a full garrison completely launched in. Like he was
Right.
only missing 2 troops.
Yeah.
His dreadnoughts were fully deployed. Yeah, you did your best there, and I thought you played it really well. You saw the line, and it was a difficult line to follow, but you followed through with it. And unfortunately, you had to back out because it was obvious that it was no longer feasible.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. This is a good game. There's a lot going on. Definitely felt pretty split between wanting to go. I mean, I didn't think Memo was even a dream there till the very very end, but it still felt like I was kind of split in terms of time and resource management there in the mid game. But there were a lot of good plays over here. I feel like Leto was just in a big spot when Liet came up. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I was already like set up for Fremen. That came up, and that was so nice.
Yes, huge shift. Already had the Reverend. Yeah, that was big plays.
Actually, I thought Eric played a really clean game too.
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of nice, big purchases. The first 2 rounds, I was like, oh man, he has the most godlike deck already built up.
The Stitch, the Firm. Oh yeah, you were, and then this guy too. I mean,
And the Infiltrator is
Oh God.
Dude,
Infiltrator.
there was so many times when I took text from me. I was eyeing up both Invasion and Flagship, and he just snuck up on me.
Had to embrace the Romber there.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I was jumping out of my chair. You can even ask.
And I'm sure that Beetle, when I was like, oh, I'll just save it. He doesn't know that I'm going to Highliner. And I was like, oh, what the heck? How did I get? Oh,
Like I'd say about 90% of what you did, I would have done as well. You're
Oh
like,
my
Yeah, he was
gosh,
calling your shots for sure. Yeah,
awesome.
I it was really cool. He's like, yeah, so now he should definitely go and ship with the, the free the infiltrate tech, and then he'll do this and throw this in, and he could win the combat if he doesn't. Like, holy crap, dude! All
Oh
right.
man, feeling honored being given that, be hearing that from Lannister. Wow, makes my
Yeah.
night.
oh man,
You had a couple of weird picks. I don't think you'd really rather have the Shadow Mapes for something else,
Yeah.
especially since like a better card came up right afterwards on Jameis. That
Oof.
feels a little bit awkward.
This is the
But
most brutal right here. Never got
Yeah.
never got that
got
off.
it.
yeah,
You had the alliance.
I did. I kind of gunned for that, but it wasn't. Yeah, I either didn't have enough spice, or I only had one truly bad hand where I needed to, and that was this last one. Had to Mentat, had to draw, couldn't get done all the things I wanted to get done. Would have loved to pick up this point here.
yeah. Well, you have 18 spice worth of tech over on the side there. I wonder
Yeah.
why you didn't have the spice.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. That is part of the problem.
actually, Kyle, I have to admit, I did sleep on you near the last two rounds, and I thought you were not gonna make a good comeback, but you proved me wrong. So way to go on that one, man.
Yeah.
You
Oh
did
my
amazing.
gosh. Yeah. I
Yeah,
I
well played,
was
dude.
I was struggling to get one over the last beetle.
Yeah, but you made a lot happen in the last two rounds. I was amazed. That was a lot of points you racked up, and
Yep.
you made it work very well for you. And that extra card that you got led up to another Spice Must Flow on top. So great stuff. Good play.
Alexio, you were looking for like one card in the deck to get you an extra point, weren't you? Where
Yes,
was it?
I was looking for
One
the pick up the
single
beetle,
card.
right?
The,
And then the other
that
thing,
one.
of course, is that if I had gotten either one of these two as that last within the last two draws, I could have got the cube and got the beetle that way. But that
Your
only
last
This one.
11.
This one does it too.
There he is.
Yeah, that's it. This guy's a point for you.
Yeah, that would have
Insane,
been
man.
nice. I still would have lost. Yeah, I mean, I still would have got third, but
I mean, it's it would have been a sweet move.
had to
you
try
lost,
for
you
it.
lost,
Yeah.
you lost by virtue
Yeah.
of your starting hand on that last round.
Yeah.
Two daggers, ambassador, convincing. I was like,
Oh
yeah,
man,
this guy's screwed.
I might have gone. Yeah, I might have gone up to 12. Yeah, point from the Beatles, point from the
Because you should have
this
easily
guy.
gotten the guild ambassador point, but
Yeah.
unfortunately you couldn't because of your hand. So
Right.
Yeah.
Turns even if
Mhm,
I had had a perfect hand though, it looks like Eric still takes it with the 12 with the grand.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Well, we see
two
why
dreadnoughts.
Eric's got such a good record. He's so consistent.
Hell
I was,
yeah.
I was just like, I have no extra comment for Eric. Every time it was just like he's doing exactly what Drazo would do, or it's just amazing. Like I can
This
see why.
firm grip. This is like the perfect firm grip play. Like the whole time you got the alliance, you bumped it, you copied it, or you like didn't copy it, but you essentially like got everything out of it. You
Yeah.
this whole game. You infiltrated with it, I think, didn't you? I think that was
Yep.
Yeah,
and
so
a Swordmaster and a free bump as well. Oh, not two Solari bump. Yeah, that was.
just
Well
awesome.
done the whole game for sure.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan by it. The way Eric, I loved what you did in the tournament.
Yeah, you should have heard him in the commentary.
Thank you.
But yeah.
Oh,
Overall, good job, guys. It was an amazing game.
Thank you.
I was very entertained.
yeah, great game, guys. Great game.
Thank you guys for casting.
Of course. And remember, Cool J, don't forget, rather, that your lowest score will be dropped from play. So there's lots to do, lots to make up. You got lots more to play. All right. Does everything look right?
Yeah.
Looks good.
And,
thank
all right. Submit. We're good. Thank you all. We will see you later on, hopefully, to catch some more of your games, of course, when I can. And yeah.
Awesome. Have a good night, everyone.
Awesome.